I'm trying to think how this because this thing is very serious. Our questions are very serious. How do we lighten them?
I think it's fine. We would do it in
I know, but at the same time, we don't want it to. we don't want to change your energy. You know, it's good when it's funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, Chantel is having us warm up. Professional way.
Okay. Thanks for tuning back into Colony Kids SOS. This is our, I think, 7th episode. We are here today with Come Inside.
Hi.
I totally forgot that I meant to explain what Colony Kids SOS is. It's an interview series that we do with artists, friends, creatives in Hong Kong whose work we really respect, to talk about their craft, creativity, the city, and in a time of crisis. And I think that's it, right? Okay, so for those of you, for the people out there who don't know what Come Inside is and who you guys are, can you do a quick introduction, and who are you guys?
Oh, I hear another voice, but we should introduce ourselves first.
I'm Mac.
I'm KY.
We are
Come Inside. So this is our signature introduction for our group. We actually established 4 years ago in 2016, during the time when Mac sadly broke up with her ex.
Ex.
But for your reference, they are friends now.
Too much information.
And then we are so broke, being an artist, an unsuccessful artist. Well, we are successful now, but back at the time, we've been going through many tough times, and then we sell neon like sticks outside the Coliseum, Hong Kong Coliseum. And then we stand for so many hours, but we only earn like 100 Hong Kong dollars. And then we discuss a lot of life and love stories during the time when no one buy our light sticks. And then
were you doing this together, or you just ran into each other? We're like, whoa,
together,
you're also selling
we
light sticks.
We actually is entrepreneur.
Because I was so broke at the time, and then KY introduced me a job to work for Lam Fong. So this is how I entered into the production industry.
Yes, and then we saw a good business opportunity to sell the online stick outside the concert
For May Day.
Yeah, so the first time we invest some money and then to make our own neon light stick, but we are not competitive enough. For most of the time, we just stood outside the train station, and then no one actually buy our things. But we talk, and then we come up with a news shown at that time saying that only 30% of women will get orgasm during internal penetrative sex.
Only penetration? Or
no, only
in addition?
30%.
I know, but 30% get orgasm from only penetration,
Not
without
only.
self-help.
Not only by penetration. Yeah, it's a very difficult thing according to statistic. And then we are amazed about this, and then we think there may be ways that we can achieve orgasm. Maybe not by sexual activity, but by art.
This is the official description, okay?
Yes, of our group.
So lame.
It's not lame. I think it's very positive,
Okay.
very self-love. Yeah.
True.
Then we come up and then we start Come Inside and do many reach out jobs. For example, like community engaging work and exhibition and performance, a lot of performances. And it's just like a brand. Do you think it's a brand? I think it's the first time that two girl, is it political correct saying that two girl come together to like making a collective but people are saying that we're actually objectifying ourselves, like selling ourselves as a product. But that's too difficult. We'll answer that after the section. For another 45 minutes, we can do our
I mean, I think that's good. So initially it was a response to like this sex statistic. And then I think that you guys have a particular aesthetic as well, this kind of pop plasticky, and you guys are very influenced by like Tobo and this things of like fast production or fast consumption culture. So how does that relate to, I guess, the reason you got set up, and what is it that you think Come Inside is responding to?
I mean,
we'll go into
aesthetically-
there's a whole bunch of other stuff I'll ask you about, but I feel like it's a good flow to go into that.
aesthetically, it should credit to Mac because till now her art practice is still questioning Taobao, like the authorship problem, the fast food production problem. Yeah.
Before coming inside, actually, I run an online shop called Bubblegum Disco. So I already have an experience in merchandising, and I think the aesthetics of coming inside for me is actually inspired by Bubblegum Disco. Do you agree? Like,
Yes.
it's not
I
just
follow you.
it's not just it's not
My spiritual master.
it's not just from Taobao actually, because of the Instagram. Those pinky, blue, baby blue colors is actually very Instagrammable. I think, our aesthetics is actually came from that.
And it's like when I saw your work now, which are going to be sell soon.
Well, yeah.
Do an effort. Well, Mac is also, it's like creating an escape for like colonial kids like us. Well, we are not actually kids, though. We are mid-aged women. But
Not yet.
very like it's like a crisis of this era. Like we need to find some fake and virtual space to escape from, for example, low pay job, like high rental and no way out artist future. And that's why Mac come up with her creativity to create those like Sims.
I don't talk about my own practice. I remember. Actually, we're not embracing the aesthetics of the Instagram. We're actually making a parody of it. If you see our post and work, you can tell it's ironic
Yeah.
and very sarcastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually questioning the internet culture as well.
What is your relationship to each other, like on and off camera, and how has that changed over time?
I think we're a business partner. Like if there is like sharing stocks, a corporate. Yeah, we're actually very commercial because at a point we're so desperate because being an artist really earn little when we are still emerging for 20 years, If you graduated from an art school and then be an artist, you can keep labeling as an emerging artist for 20 years. That we promise ourselves that we only take jobs that paid because there are so many voluntary requests from different institute or different parties. But we're not blaming them because I think we take times to for the society to evolve. That artist is a job. It's also a laboring. So, and our bottom line, it's even though it's a gesture, like for example, we work for NGO or we work for donation, something like that. Even they paid us with a gesture fee that is still an credit and then an recognition of our laboring. So I think most of the time we think about we spend our time of how to promote these kind of thoughts, but off camera.
Can I also talk about
Yeah.
artist union as well? Because
Yeah, she is
didn't
also
found-
the inspiration of founding artists union.
yeah,
so.
same year actually in 2016
Yes.
as well in Convoy. Do you still remember?
Yes,
You
yeah. We
used
take a
the
lot
copy
of-
machine to make
Can
those
we say that? Will they
course.
charge us?
No lah.
Okay.
You use the
you at Conford? What's that?
Convoy is a
Insurance company.
insurance company. It's not insurance. Well,
Broker.
broker. It's a broker.
Broker.
Yeah.
That we do a lot of part-time job to experience different kind of labor and then to compare with the job nature of artists. And one of them, we're going to get an insurance license in Hong Kong, and then we take courses, and then we spend some time in the office, and during that time she cry in the office. And now I was like,
And then you use their copy
and then I
machine to
say,
make.
can you transform your negative energy into some other way, creative way? And then she encouraged me to set up a Google form to establish Artists Union. That's the start of everything. And now Artists Union, it's quite a thing for me, and it's so meaningful for me. She has always inspired me to do many things. As I said, she inspired me for my MPhil thesis for asking people if they remember.
So I'm actually sad when
the-
you say we're just business partner.
the,
I
the
hate you
photo
when
I
every time you say
post
that.
on
I'm
Instagram.
your muse.
Yes, you're mute.
Our voice started to overlap.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
So I'm the
still?
camouflage. The black hand behind the camera is Shia. If national security come to Hong Kong, don't chase after me.
Wait.
Yeah.
How do you develop your projects? Like the last work you did, or your videos, or your performance works. Like, what is a creation process? I'm actually wondering if we we have a cameo from a friend, somebody who's really, who you work very closely with on your video.
Yeah, this is a
Exactly,
new
yeah,
project.
new project.
This is a new
Please
project.
come. Please join us.
Is it very new for you guys? I don't
And this, I love because I think normally it's like the girls, women are backup, but here it's like Ocean is totally the object on the side.
He's a representative of strict guy in Hong Kong, like a typical strict guy.
This is actually
Do
a
you
role
want
that
to
is
defend
meant to be embarrassing.
He's a feminist, okay?
That music is tribute to Ocean.
I don't know how to start a conversation with you guys
Because Max just started her own YouTube channel. What should we search on YouTube?
Mac, wheat.
M-A-K.
M-A-K-W-I-T.
And what is it about?
It's about being a single lady living in Hong Kong.
And
Searching for
And
guys. Searching
there's
for
a
love.
series of vlog named How to Be a Feminist. And then Ocean is one of the main characters. It's the only main character
kind
actually.
Of guy that you're searching for, Yeah, I'm just.
Do you want to take off your mask?
Yeah, it's really
No,
hard to hear you.
no.
No. Oh.
I think this is good
Hygiene,
for me. Yeah.
Jean, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Shine.
Shine. Camera, shine.
Yeah.
do you want to talk about what you're creating these for, who you're creating it for, what you're getting out of it, and like why do you have a guest like Ocean on your show?
Okay. It's a long story. Oh my gosh.
And they come.
And
to
how does it connect to your work with Come Inside?
Oh, it's actually a typical process of how we do projects. Like at the time when them two come to my place and then together, and then they're a bit drunk, and then they start a conversation saying that Mag is complaining her date is mansplaining her all the time.
Yeah.
Is it
Is it
even
still
what get you?
available?
I get
is
you.
it still available for your date, or is just
Oh, it's gone.
You mean
Yeah,
you available for
expired.
Mag to date?
expired?
Expired? Who?
Expired
My date.
date. Yeah.
Expired already.
But Ocean is
Ocean
never
is never
expired.
expired.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just a dummy.
the
dummy
chances
date.
is always
Yeah.
there for you.
And
Yeah,
then
cool.
so we invite Ocean to say something about mansplaining because he is really strict and
I'm an example of mansplain. When I'm speaking in Cantonese, I mansplain all the time.
Do you notice that?
What do you think is mansplaining, Ocean?
Just like
How would you
When-
mansplain?
when you are
What is mansplaining? How do you explain
when you are a
what's
guy in Hong Kong speaking in Cantonese, you just speak things that makes everybody listen to you, and you always trying to 加大你個聲係咩
exaggerate your
No,
louder.
exaggerate your voice or volume. I know tune up
Tune,
your
yeah.
volume. I don't know the term.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for my English. And
Oh, sorry.
and you just want everybody listen to you in the room. So that's kind.
Yeah.
I think that's what girls feel in a Hong Kong style vibe. I mean, all the time when you're in the party or in a close contact with in a little room and having some drinks and.
Did you ever being complained by other girls that you mansplaining them?
My ex-girlfriends.
Do they
Not
really think
maybe.
that you mansplain to
I
them?
thought
No,
you are getting back together, no?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh,
But the point is,
sorry.
Sorry,
it happens.
so sorry.
It happens all the time. I mean,
Is it the reason that
That she
you
broke up with you?
Yeah.
is that the only thing?
Oh,
Maybe we should make an episode to change 點個大改造係咩啊
makeover.
yeah,
Makeover.
to have a makeover.
I just watched Queer Eye yesterday,
Yeah,
but the
Queer Eye.
first episode is saying that they had a gay prankster.
Oh,
And it was so touching. That serious. You should watch it.
Do you think
To come out.
mansplaining guy want to do that? I don't think so.
Actually, I'm preparing the second.
You know, the
episode.
queer eye is for geeks.
No.
I don't know.
As a feminist, you should
I
round
don't
up as this. You know,
I just don't care.
guys, you can search a YouTube series that they actually did many episodes, but they didn't finish editing, so they will be releasing time on time. But his famous lines is as a feminist, I think. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah,
in
blah.
our show, I always start my lyrics as a feminist.
As a feminist. Yes.
As a feminist,
Yes.
I think blah blah blah.
Teach
Something
us how
like
to
that,
be a
yeah.
feminist.
So
Okay.
to summarize, this is how we work together.
Yeah,
We actually
That's-
demonstrate
that's how we
our
started when I'm
brainstorming.
so
It's really
drunk
good.
and
So
yeah.
now just like open the camera and then keep shooting.
Yeah.
But then,
And
but
then
then
I-
Ocean forgot what he should say when we take the camera out.
Yeah, and I just say what's in my heart.
Do you actually enjoy working with us?
I'm trying to, but I don't think you got a second episode. That's my complaint.
Because of the. Can I say this guy?
I just said, well,
你有出咩？係
yes.
啊，
Yeah,
係啊。嗰日我想出㗎，但係因為國安法立啊嘛，咁唔
Yeah,
好嗰日
yeah.
出啦，係
Yeah,
做
yeah,
正經嘢要揀。
it's about the
係啦。
political
So it's not
stuff.
係啊，it's not like
It's about the whole situation. It's the
Yeah.
world thing.
係啊。
That it's
The
not
vibe
appropriate
don't let
time
us
to
to
release
play.
such a good show that may steal the spotlight.
Oh, that's another question for you. I mean, for your style in art, making art, do you think?
Now you become an art critique.
No.
Now you try to
I'm
mansplain
just a
us
man. I'm just a man, you know.
Okay,
Just let
okay.
me speak, you know. And yeah,
again. Keep going. What do you want to ask?
but I forgot my question.
Not like
no,
this.
no,
Every
just
time
a joke.
in front of camera, he forgot
Yeah.
all lines, and then we have to NG a lot of times.
Yeah.
Anyway, just go back to.
Do you
So
think?
why do you think?
Why
Why do you think it's important to make videos about love?
翻返嚟我度嘅。
Yeah, love affair, love affair. Yeah.
Like, why is that what you go to make your videos?
I never asked why when making art. I just feel like to, you know, because I remember why I started the YouTube channel because I slept too much. I took nap too much during the coronavirus thing. I just stuck at home and slept too much. And then I woke up at 6 p.m. and then thought to myself, I really need to make something today, anything, okay? So I cannot tell you. So I called one of my primary school classmates and asked him out.
And then for the rest of the story, please go to
Macfeeds.com.
MacFeeds. Yes.
Start with something stupid.
Are you guys the same on camera as you are off camera?
Do you think we're the same?
I've never seen you together, and I don't know Mak Ying Tung very well.
Really? We're always together, or like people saying that even they saw my face, they can hear Mac's voice. You know, that's very serious.
I want to know who that guy was. So funny.
Maybe it's about
Don't
the
you?
language
Don't you?
problem.
Don't you think so? When you see Mac's face, you remember me as well.
You know, you talk a lot in Cantonese. You know,
You
your
can talk
vibe
in
is
Cantonese,
built
huh?
up by Cantonese. You just say a lot of bullshit in Cantonese. When you're speaking in English, you're just, you know,
Less.
Less
Powerful.
bullshit
less
and
bullshit, man.
and get to the point very quickly every time.
Oh.
Especially Wong I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. In Cantonese, we just like all over the place.
I'm camera shy, but I don't know what your camera what. I don't know how to say it.
Camera courageous. In
Yeah.
a word of
Yeah.
Camera
I
greedy.
don't know,
Camera
Camera
greedy.
Camera
Me, then what
greedy.
about me?
I think I am just 職業病啦. What is 職業病 in English?
Occupational hazard.
Yeah.
Actually, I think my 表演欲 is actually stronger than
表
Wong
演欲係咩啊？Perform
Desire
desire of
Performance.
performance. desire of
Because Mac
performing
is
yourself?
also practicing stand-up comedian now.
Yeah. Why you are getting into the stand-up comedy
Chanel, are you
business?
going to
Why?
ask him this question?
Sorry.
I was gonna ask what material you work on.
Now?
Yeah, for stand-up comedy.
Same. Single
Can you share some? I mean, are you able to do it like spontaneously?
Why, yes,
Wow,
of course,
yeah. In Cantonese?
In Cantonese, in English, I'm preparing one.
Oh, okay.
BNO, man. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. This is my very first time to speak, to tell jokes in English. But I'm not feeling nervous at all because the one who should feel nervous is you. All the white guys sitting here. You know what I'm gonna say? You know, I'm going to take advantage on your white supremacy, something like that. I'm working on my English
Whoa.
one, like
But
to
that
talk
is
about white
very,
supremacy.
very
So
offensive.
aggressive.
That is very.
What did the white people did to you? What did they do to you?
They did to the whole world, you know?
They do to the whole world.
Open! Read your Bible! Read your Bible! They're
This
all
is a
white
good
guys.
joke, lor.
Nice matter.
Cheers.
A good one. I don't have a water. Because
I mean,
I'm
I
a
don't know where to
man.
go with this
Because I'm a man.
conversation.
I'm just
I'm
joking.
sorry.
I just
I'm
no.
joking.
I feel like it's great. Like I feel like I'm just entered into a Come Inside performance. I've like just gotten sucked into the Come Inside world where like
I
suddenly
don't know
there's a
what's
cameo.
my position.
Actually, I feel so intimidated because many people try to educate me how to be a stand-up comedian.
Is Ocean one of them?
No, I didn't.
Many people, you're not being funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
You're blah, blah, blah.
I can tell a story when I watch her live. Like she doing an interview with another male comedian, and then there's a comment downstairs saying that, oh, you're a female comedian, and it's rare. It's good for you to wear less so that you can get more
What?
popular. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's right. I mean, he shouldn't, but maybe he's right.
He is right logically, but
I mean, I'm not saying, but I'm like that just it describes the state of the world.
and
He's right biologically.
if I was Mac, I'd definitely wear nothing.
Exactly, you know.
And taking
really-
all these women privilege
He
that
really wants to
stated
make sure
on
you
down-
succeed. You know, he's really thinking for you.
Well, I will take it as a compliment, but not necessary because you have never seen me naked.
Because
Maybe have a.
even
another-
when Mac is in turtleneck, she's sexy with her jokes, you know. No, I'm serious. You always laugh at my compliment.
What about you? What do you want to be?
I just
For
want
life.
to lay on bed at home and make my lashes and play with my cat. But the world forced me, you know. The force forced me to work because if I don't earn enough money, I cannot curl my lashes.
I
that is
disagree. Look
pathetic.
at you. You do lots of voluntary work. Look at Artist Uni and you do it for good,
Saw my
right?
double chin. That's proof I am very happy. You know, in Chinese reading, face reading, that say
You're not
the double
responding
chin
my
means
question.
saving money. So I had a large pocket of money.
I don't think so.
But you work
I don't think.
you work
I don't know.
hard for
I got a double
artists.
chin too, but I don't have a fucking
權益
money.
喎, right 喎.
You are the muse. You just admitted that. I think
I don't think you
everyone
just
is
want to stay at home because
no.
you do lots of
Everyone
things
want
at home.
to improve the ecosystem, the you know, the art field ecosystem, but there's never a chance. But I am the one who are reckless to take the first move or it.
Can I ask
Just
you
that.
what is one thing that really upsets you,
Oh.
or like an example of something that somebody once said, or like, but what?
Heartbroken. It's a very personal thing.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
I think it's very personal. That we cry a lot of time in front of each other just because of those very personal love issues and relationship, like being bullied by the. It's very personal. Like for example, today is a very sad day for me. I remember last year, the same day, I cried. I was broken down in a toilet. Like I cannot even stand up. I never felt so fragile at that time. Like every single problems that came across in my life come at a point that make me crack down. Like they're so hopeless and helpless and
Personal or political?
both.
Everything, both.
Both. Because my personal is also related to political. You know, you cannot you can
The
never
personal
separate
is
them.
political. Whoa,
Yes.
you're a
Wow.
true artist.
Highlight of today.
Highlight 唔係我
Then how
講
do
嘅。
you how because your work is so performative, right? Especially I mean like this work. How does it pull you out of that, or what kind of part of yourself do you feel responds to? Like, does it empower you, or does it just help you to block it out? What is the relationship?
I
with
remember
your...
Mac saying that come inside is actually a disguise, that we are braver in this disguise. Like, this is another persona we created that can hide our true self behind, dress or makeover, that actually gave us let us be bolder to do whatever we want. And then after that, we can still have a helmet and say that, oh, that's a joke. Aren't you angry? Something like
I
that.
think come inside make me a stronger person. I'm serious.
In what way?
In what way? Because by the time I was actually very timid and care about what other people say a lot. Remember?
Yes,
And
yes,
then
yes,
he's-
yes.
he's- She's actually very brave. I said she's a brave person, right?
No, I'm just laughing on you at that time.
You're making fun of me.
I
Did-
have
did
to
you?
give some context about these stories, because at that time, the netizens lot shamed Mag online, saying that he had some personal issues, that everyone criticizing her, and then and then she cried. She cried so hard, and then not there to turn on the phone to see those comments. And then I say that, why don't you share yourself and saying that, I don't remember the Cantonese. 邊個又唔賤啊？我又唔賤。And then
邊個
hashtag.
又唔當我又唔當嘅係啊！
係
我真係有
yeah,
post 啊！
yes.
黐線嘅，我
And
真係聽
then
佢講。
after that sharing,
Who's the slut?
she just stood up.
Did anyone comment and like?
And then we asked people to leave, haha, under the 邊個又唔當，我又唔當. And then
I remember that.
she's just joking back about the teasing, and then the other day no one actually remember. And then every artist friend just laughed about these status, and then it got powerless. Do you remember that?
我仲係吞一吞口水，好驚其實。
But then it's not brave. I'm just teasing you.
How do you
Well-
feel? I mean, Come Inside, you said started in 2016. And, like, I guess the world, I mean, the city and the world have changed, but how do you think Come Inside has changed with the... I'll give you a moment. How do you feel like Come Inside has evolved with the changes? This is where we get serious, guys.
Actually, we haven't been working together for
For
quite a period,
yeah.
right? And then she is working for her MPhil,
And then
being
we
being
actually
academic.
yes, we do our own artworks during
Yeah.
this year, but still we have some collaboration, but it's very business wise, like do it in a very practical way. It Come Inside is really a business for us, and to be honest, the
I think
best
Come Inside is a spirit.
yeah
I think
Spirit or business? Like, it's very different things from
spiritual
each of you.
business. Spiritual business.
Yoga. You mean yoga?
you are such a good spoken woman。我點樣講啊？殺完人係咩黐線啊？你不如去做啦。嗰個邊個叫咩名啊？
No, we may
佢咁爽。
華春瑩
你去 replace
華春瑩
你去做華春瑩啦。
華家瑩。
哎冚到先，
Don't insult these people
我冇
啊！
啊我冇啊
要 get caught 啊
佢冇做啫嘛。
Okay,
冇啊
！Respect anyway.
respect 啊！
Because I think the spirit is because even if we put down Come Inside for a while, like for 2 weeks, then if there's a chance that we can come together immediately in next seconds. If we have a thought and then we see a thing that we need to stand up and do something, then we come together.
What is it? I still don't really understand what you mean by it's a business. 'Cause is it a successful business? What is the point of the business? Normally, it's like if you set up a business to make money, right? Is it? I don't believe you that it's just a business.
To be honest, my best
Sounds
selling
good.
works
Question
is
from
Come
a
Inside work, because I'm not that my personal artwork is not that commercial, because people always asking me to provide less political works or less social issue things.
Yeah, LGBT.
Yes, and my own works do not sell, and I don't work with gallery, but Come Inside things does sell, and I don't know why.
Do you feel like by acting dumber and being more plastic, it actually allows people to look at your work and feel more comfortable around it, even though it's very political?
Oh, we looked very dumb in Come Inside.
I
just insult them? Like,
I'm still digesting what she's talking about.
shit.
She means the artwork of us or the material that we use. I'm still processing, okay?
What do you say, Ocean?
Yeah, what do you
Are we look dumber when we are come inside?
What are you?
No,
what
I really
are
want to
you
ask.
People acting on when you are in come inside, like your character, or what are you thinking about your appearance, or what are you dress up like that? And yeah.
Actually, I think while I am in Come Inside,
Mhm.
I look more sophisticated and I have to deal with people more sophisticatedly. I still remember I did a show in Long March, and then after the opening, we went to a gallery dinner with all those
whoa.
epic Chinese
No, you should
collect.
save this part at the pay subscription. You know that this kind of story is really juicy.
How many subscription now?
Like if you get a patron now or OnlyFans now, you pay people pay to listen to you.
Okay, so if you want to listen to this story,
Save Come Inside's business.
唔緊要啦，tell this 啦。
Later.
Later，好啦。
Yes.
YouTuber
Yeah.
YouTuber
I mean,
YouTube，
I mean,
我 YouTube 埋啦，好唔好啊
my YouTube,
？Next my YouTube
yeah,
episode，
because
我
she
分返紅
means
俾你咯。
that when we are come inside, we face a lot more difficult situations when we are individual, because people are expecting two women to do something in a group, and then
I think
is
they
it
got a
very-
wrong perception
is it there very
based on what,
suggestive?
based on
I
how
don't
we.
really. So people expect you to do something.
Like more entertaining for them. Very suggestive. Is it over 18 show, this one? Not
Oh yeah, I'm
R-rated.
sure
Okay.
nobody. We don't have 12-year-olds listening to our.
not yet.
Yes, they expect two young ladies are more entertaining to them.
After a few years.
And
Well, yeah.
and with our style of talking, they are suggesting that we are with no bottom line, or we can accept an inappropriate joke, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, maybe from my perspective, like the fact that you're saying you parody, Instagrammers, and I am being very judgmental when I say, when I see these KOLs, I also think that maybe they're a bit airheads, so
Oh, yeah,
there's an
yeah.
association. Even that's what is obviously different, is that you're obviously not, but because it is such a performative parody of that act.
But I'm really airhead, and I'm happy when I am doing come inside. It's like taking a rest, and then I'm happy to dress up myself like a doll, and then I like pink myself too, and then when she slept till 6, I also slept till 6. But I never think of making anything.
Yeah.
I only do something when there's deadline, or when I'm out of money, or I have when some friends initiated a thing, so that without Mag, I would not do anything similar to come inside.
She always say that she is very business oriented, but actually she's not.
Yeah,
I am the one
I
who is
don't feel-
business
I don't feel
oriented.
she
She's
is.
No,
not.
I'm practical. I'm
She likes to
counting
say that.
cents,
She's not- Yeah,
know.
you agree, right?
What is your biggest realization in the last year?
That's a question for drinking water.
How about you, Ocean? What is
Yeah,
your
all
last
three of you.
year
What is your biggest realization? in the last
realization
year?
last year?
It's your night. You answer first. Yeah.
Oh, this is your realization, that be polite and let women speak first. Is
I'm
that your
trying,
realization?
you know.
Okay.
Because of us? Because of the episode that we make?
Because of female, maybe.
Feminism.
Because of woman, maybe.
Good.
What did you what did you encounter last year makes you so respectful to women?
None of your business. Yeah.
What about you?
Respect my privacy.
I think last year realization, I think the personal healthy being is really important. That I can be more selfish, to treat myself better, to sleep more. So don't be guilty to sleep until 6 p.m. It's really important to keep you mental healthy.
Not until 6 p.m. Actually, I started to sleep at 4. Yeah, just a nap. Sleep till 6 p.m.
She's like, you're crazy. You're so lazy.
It sounds like you.
From last night 12 a.m.
I know from last night
If
6
I really make a sound, you have to
sleep
call
till next
the
day 6
ambulance.
p.m. Aw. No, you are in meditate. You are spiritually calm so that you can sleep for more than 12 hours. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Don't you see so many complaints on Facebook and Instagram saying that they suffer from insomnia? So that is really important to be, self-loved, self-embraced, and then keep yourself mental healthy. That's
True.
my own. So don't blame me to be selfish and reject for no paid job.
My realization is
Yes.
we have to die anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the moment. Wow, so cliche. Oh yeah.
Guru.
Guru.
Ocean, yeah.
A pause to life.
I don't think I've learned anything from last year, and actually I'm still thinking about the same problems about making things and being myself, and not a big deal to tell the public about what kind of realization for what I did.
Do you think you are honest to yourself?
Yeah.
Do you think you have too many responsibility that you take that?
Are you talking about the artist union?
No, everything. Like, I think you're too helpful sometimes. Are you?
That's
Like-
my realization, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know how kind I am.
Because
But
Ocean
you-
is the most Yihei people. If
Brother!
I just said in the
Is
lips
this a-
saying that
is
if
this a
Herman,
promotion time?
Herman is a contractor. It's a it's a guy. It's a handsome guy who helped us set up, and then he is very Yihei too. Yihei,
With
what
long
is
hair.
Yihei? Loyalty to
Loyal,
friend. Yeah,
oh.
loyal to friend.
But
And then
not
when I
exactly
and then I made a
loyal.
comment about loyal Yihei, saying that if Herman thinks that he is the second Yihei 仔女 in the arts world, then only Ocean
Like
can
brother-
be the
the
champion.
brotherhood or
Yeah, of brotherhood. It's a compliment now.
Join our sisterhood. Hmm?
I'm being shy now. Just save it.
2 more questions. It's a difficult question. Is there a way to define the generation that you're in?
Our generation, we're not same year born, right?
I'm older than you for 2 years.
1 year.
2 years. 8、9啊。
I'm 90.
Alright.
I'm
1
90.
year only.
Yeah. Just 1
You
year.
leh? How about you?
There's like 1 year
Oh.
difference.
So actually we are
So
Well,
Ocean
it's
is
like-
old enough to give us birth. Well, our generation. Well, I start to feel old last year because I saw people are so young on streets.
yeah.
Even today afternoon, I had a meeting, and those were children, like just fresh grad, not even graduate from secondary school. And I'm just afraid, worrying myself, turning into old seafood, like those people that I hate. When they teach me a lot, when I'm young, they give us so many lessons that I hate. So I try to dress younger, and then still wearing cardigan, like bing bing, pale blue cardigan, to try to
You
look
bought from
officially young.
Wong Zhong.
Does that work? Does that work?
I think it can help me to like get into the character, just
More
like
confident.
more comfortable. And then when I buy bubble tea, and then when the auntie asked me to show my student card, I felt like in heaven, that they made my day already.
Mak Ying Tung, Ocean there.
Well, how
Generation.
to describe our generation? I think actually, 我會講廣東話。
Actually,
Yeah, Cantonese.
Cantonese
多謝啊。
咯。
我覺得我哋嗰個 generation 係最柒嗰個 generation 嚟嘅。
The dumbest
唔係
generation.
係柒咯
Sevenest.
，sevenist。
Sucked.
唔係塞喎，係 cheesiest. Yeah, is the word. I think our generation is
It's
the
cheesy.
cheesiest,
Cheesy is
cheesiest generation. Like all the things that we like and all the things we grow up with is the cheesiest. For example, Steffi, Twins, and who else?
Twin is quite nice.
Well, later on. but the time, like, because
Like Anita Mui and Leslie Jung, they are like forever iconic, but we
like
have
Fei
never.
Wong, for example, your generation people enjoy Fei Wong. Right?
We don't have that vibe. People born as this generation
I
doesn't
don't
have.
know.
Or just because of our circle. We are the
唔係
cheesiest
啊
circle, so we don't get to know cool people.
譬如你 Lamo 咁樣都係我哋嘅 generation 㗎。
Maybe Lemon will become iconic like 20
Lemon,
years
Lemon.
after.
Lamo 嗰啲音樂，
靚
但係佢
音樂
而家嗰啲 generation 就係講咩？即係佢哋真係好似已經係真係上街
Oh,
咁
yeah,
樣
yeah,
啦
yeah, yeah. They are talking about 葉劉淑儀 rather than
係啊
周秀娜。
係啊，
Yes.
But you're just talking about the pop culture.
同埋 Ellie 係咪
But they talk about BTS as well.
Yeah.
都係
Do you listen to BTS? My students taught me that BTS. What's that? I just know.
We
Big Bang.
we also know Blackpink, so not that bad.
嗯，
Be proud
我哋
of
好似講唔到我
yourself.
哋個 generation 嘅特點喎，
你講咗
頭先
啦
上聽聞
柒
咯
啊
係喎，你哋唔同意啊？
哦
我唔同意。
我覺得
我同你都唔係同一個 generation，
我覺得我柒
好柒㗎。
㗎。
嗰時嗰啲手提電話咧，成抽嗰啲，
係啊，我有幾隻 Care Bear 喺個手機殼嗰度帶過我個電話。
我覺得係我哋嘅 generation 好 materialistic 啊！我想講個 point 係，
有邊個唔係啊？
我覺得而家
我依家都走唔出嗰個
materialistic
好柒嗰個嗰個 limbo 嘅。Like when I saw my Instagram on laid out and compared to those coolest KOL with other artists, and I think that wow, my Instagram is like a TVB third scene stars, and then all are filtered photos. Yes, and then
extras 點做
yes, some foodie photo and then I can never run a very stylish, gray tone, cool tone, night grid photo, very stylish all day breakfast. No, I can never do that. And then my Instagram is just tough. So yeah.
係咪啊？你同唔同意啊？Do you agree?
I'm not from your generation. I'm from his generation. So
Cannot tell from.
But I mean, maybe I guess there was like yours is like you're talking 90s, right? I guess it's true that there are very few iconic people that one really looks up to in the 90s and early 2000s. Right? No, like 90s is like someone, but maybe the early 2000s, right?
係啊，early
yeah,
2000
yeah.
啊。
I'm not a. If we are talking about the pop culture, I'm not that local. Just like a lot of friends of mine, I think I'm quite into the Britpop music, and then yeah.
So he's
That's
like in the
why-
cool.
Because he is cool. Because he is cool
Verve,
himself.
Radiohead, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening about Hong Kong's music, but it's really irrelevant if we are talking about the materialistic side to define generation. I think a lot of maybe the difference is you and I have a different belief about you're using what's happening during your growing up is your generation, but in my calculation is what's happening in my growing up time is golden of the stuffs like Britpop, like when I listen to Britpop and I know about what's British music about. Maybe it's about the dance scene like Fatboy Slim, Chemical Brothers, and I will track back to Joy Division and New Order. And
Who
I have
introduced
the whole
those things to you?
yeah, good question. MCB, Yuan Jichong, and there's something so different.
We will
about
listen
the-
to I Love and then I Love
no,
introduced us to listen to
not
Twins,
about the 九
I
零三
love-
not about the radio station.
你聽咩
It's about
嗰陣時
there's an independent
早霸
music
王嗰啲啊
magazine. It's called MCB. It's called
So actually, our generation has some
Music-
difference. That's what I
音
said.
樂殖民地。
我哋
No,
冇
we
read
read
啲
新蚊地啊，you
係啊
read
新
音樂
聞地啊
殖民
你
地。
read yes 喎嗰啲咁樣。
The Chilwas magazine
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the trendiest
Also, at that
magazine at
time,
our
the
time is
903
Milk.
903 got the 早 band 時間 and it's quite a strong scene in the underground or independent way. Like don't like your ears, and I think the scene is.
佢哋係前衛嚟嘅喎，
I
革
don't
命
know
一派王
得
菲，
唔係
但係即係嗰段時間係90年代，
係咪係80年代再早啲啊？我
即係佢哋紅嗰時，譬如你90年代，即係你
關淑怡
都未出
嗰啲都好型啦。
你大我幾多年啊？真係
我大你
6年
你
即係
Okay,
你
okay,
9
okay.
嘅時候。
你9嘅
Final question.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
it,
still
bro.
got a few
Cool gangs.
episodes of that. Yeah.
I think it depends on person and people because we are not cool guys.
I feel sorry.
That's why we don't meet cool things. But Ocean is cool guy. That's why
No,
he
no.
meet cool things. You know, it's our 同温
It's a
層
trap,
啊。
you know. It's a trap
You
to-
can say nothing right.
Yeah.
But now you're hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Anyway,
Last question 啦。
Where do you want Come Inside to be in 5 years?
maybe in jail we think.
會啊，I don't want to be in jail 啊。
Who's your right?
Because
Who's
you
your
sell London 高啦。
Who's your right?
So London Go. You know London Go?
No.
倫敦金。
Is that 傳
知咩嚟㗎？
銷 It's like high pressure selling marketing.
Come inside 啊。
會唔會 end 啊？ I don't know. I really didn't really plan that long.
Yes, it's irrelevant to plan that.
Do we
long.
have any objective that we need to achieve?
Be a better person 咯。
Huh? So cheesy.
Yeah.
You're really cheesy.
I'm old 啊嘛，what do you expect me to say 啫？
Cheesy.
But you are the best already, lor. How can best be better?
She's like a mom sometimes. It's really funny. Okay, are there any questions from the floor?
Any
James?
Q&A questions?
No, I'm good.
Phoenix, any questions?
When is your next stand-up comedian?
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
My graduation show.
Oh, yes.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Huh.
Who's your favorite comedian?
黃子華。
Cheesy.
I'm gonna say some Western guy names, but I don't. Ricky Gervais.
咩 Ali Wang 啊
Ali
要
Wang 啊
like
Trevor
Ali
Noah
Wang
啊
啊。
嗯，
Who are your biggest influences?
On what? On
On
what?
what? Yeah,
all
on
of
what?
you in general. For Come Inside.
Oh,
for
I
instance, for
think
Come
Meg
Inside-
has a plan for next 5 years. Maybe she'll got her own show on Netflix. I think that's a pretty clear objectives, and then I think it will be successful because someone on the other side, who is from Netflix, watching this show, you will see our potential. Even I'm not talking, I can helping her to do management, and then I can push her to wake up in the morning to shoot the production. Do you think you're capable to take up a Netflix show?
Is this an appropriate platform to promote that? I don't think so.
We have a contract with HBO, so maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
I guess
Fox.
this is
This is
Or Fox,
awkward.
yeah.
This is business that we can talk about. Even HBO and Netflix can be friends.
Or Fox or yeah.
I guess I just
TVB?
show my weakness. Like sometimes I'm not being very articulate, especially after like a 45 minutes talk. I don't know. I'm just.
You are
gone,
still
no.
very articulate.
Really? What am I? Yay, Netflix in 5 years. Woo!
How about you?
How about you?
Influence. I don't know.
Your
Were we talking about 5 years or influence?
Influence 喎。
Influence.
For Come Inside Left or in general or both of you, whatever.
The influence is the hierarchy in the art world for Come Inside. Like I guess when I was 26, when I was younger,
Few years
feeling intimidated in the art world is the pushing force for me to change, to do something to change the atmosphere. If you know what I mean.
Yes. And the never fading and ever, like eternally existing unjust of this world. That we need to accept it and be compromising. But I think thinking this negative, it's actually from Camus. Is it Camus? I don't know. That being so negative is the most positive. You know, when you can expect the worst situation, you can do your best. All of us. Even, it's kind of sad to think that when we are born in that circle or this class, we can never climb up or even being dragged down to a lower class in this world, this era now. But still we are 挣扎, like struggling Yeah, and still we can live our best at this time. I'm going too deep.
I'm gonna cry.
I think that's a pretty good place to and sad place to end, but that kind of wraps up Colony Kids SOS. Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for the cameo,
Stay
Ocean.
young.
Yeah.
有菌啊！